Eastlake Golf Club is the home course to the legendary amateur golfer Bobby Jones. Par 4 opening hole, a beautiful getaway from the historic clubhouse. And from the tee, a player needs to drive down the left side, preferably of the fairway, to have the best shot at the green. The second shot coming into the green, riddled with danger, finding 2 bunkers right of the putting surface and 1 bunker left. That deep trap on the right makes a back right hole location the toughest. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Jordan Spieth backed up his historic Masters victory with a second consecutive major. He won at Chambers Bay, the Thriller with Dustin Johnson, 3-putting the final hole, 2 majors in a row at the age of 21. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the Eastlake Golf Club is the home course of the legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It is the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today. The drive on this opening hole requires the player to be on the left side of the fairway to have the best shot at the green. 2 bunkers right of the green and 1 bunker left, ready to eat up that errant shot. Deep bunker on the right, making a back right hole location the toughest.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts and then drops it right on plane.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards. Yeah, it was a little over-ambitious.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
That's a tough lie to come out of. Not surprising it's come up short.
Well short right there, but still in the game for a par. Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Frank, what's the player facing here at the first on this approach shot?
Uphill, just have to adjust a little bit for the yardage, Rich, and also that pitch of the green. Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in. It's no snack, though.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Not the best start, 2 over par. 4 par. Still even par for the day. So they'll tap in. Has his par. Did the job right there. Here at the par 3 second hole, bunker left, bunker just short of the green. That water is not in play for most of these professionals. The green is 34 yards deep. The key here probably is to keep it below the hole. It can get tricky if you're above it.
Looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. This one's looking good. That is a really good shot, landing close to the flagstick. Headed for the bunker? Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aimed the club at that and made sure they followed through.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Beautiful touch. Nice putt. Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. One under early in the round.
Even par currently.
Drops it, and he's at even par. Hole number 3 is a par 4, just 390 yards. This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
Well, doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. So he's in the fairway bunker. Frank, what's the key here on this shot?
Sometimes take a little bit more club, but it still gets down to contact. Any little bit of sand gets between the ball and the club face, you will lose 10, 15, 20 yards.
So Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
About 99 yards to the hole. If the conditions are right, a player can take it deep here in the red figures. Zach Johnson, and he's not one of the longest hitters, but he is about as good with a wedge in his hand as anyone on tour. Zach Johnson back in 2007 shot, how's this? 10 under 60 in the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, not quite enough on that one, Frank.
Coming out of the rough, not surprising, considerably short.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Just has the feel today. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Still playing even for the day after the par. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. -1 and really going. So a tester from 4 feet. Good score going, now at 2 under par. Now to the par 4 fourth. At first glance, you see 440 yards. Some of us might say that's a long par 4, but in today's professional game, that is not long by any stretch, the way they are bombing it down there with that driver.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah. In the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here. It's tough to take an extra club out of that lie, Rich, because it's always in the back of your mind. If you hit it properly, it's going to email the green.
He gave that one everything he had. I mean, really gouged it, and still, it was short. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Right on that. Easy birdie.
Second shot here at the 4th. Bunkers guarding the front corners of the green. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That is a solid par putt. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Here at East Lake, fifth hole, 520-yard par 4. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. He'll need.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Now getting set for the approach here at the fifth hole at East Lake. Frank, what's the right way to go?
Well, if you've got a long club in hand, you can't sort of bounce the ball and let the ball sort of turn to the left. Everything slopes from that back right corner to that middle left portion of the green.
Well, he'd like to have that one back in the bunker.
Still a chance to get it up and down.
This is the second shot at the par 4. A little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Oh, shaky? Maybe put both hands on it.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Excellent approach shot. I would guess 15 feet.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Beautiful stroke right there. Finds the bottom of the cup with ease. Masterson for his par. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. These putts keep the round together. Drops it, and he's at even par. The 6th green here at Eastlake Golf Club, tracing back to the original Tom Bendelow design that opened back in 1908, built as the green for the par 5 16th. A Donald Ross rerouting 5 years later made it on the front 9. On the green in regulation. And this is looking really good. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
So this will be the 3rd shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water.
This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up or it's going. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
3rd shot now after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
So 2 over par for the round. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Takes it to 3 under for the day. So a drop shot right there, and now at 1 over par for the day. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. You're at the 7th now.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. That one is in the bunker. And the bunker.
That's fine.
Getting set for another approach, our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
This is one of the more challenging shots in the game, the fairway bunker shot, isn't it, Frank?
It is. You look at the distance involved, you know, obviously what's in front of him now. He has to hit this shot absolutely clean.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. All right, Frank, break down the approach here at the par 4 7th.
High soft landing approach shot is the one. When the flag's on the left, have to take enough club to carry that left edge of that bunker.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Pretty good shot right there. This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green.
Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. Spieth has this for par. Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, then that score is going to rack up very quickly.
Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, "Ringtail howitzer." And that one just didn't go in. Oh, I thought he had that.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
Now I'll have to focus, try to make bogey. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. Has it, and he's 2 under par. So they'll tap in. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Not a problem from there, right in the middle. Hole number 8, now another dogleg left set up here, 405 yards, par 4. Good contact, good result. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Trying to get a good mental picture here on the approach shot at the par 4 8th. Again, most important to just avoid those bunkers by the green. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Second shot, good look at the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Second shot coming out of the rough here. He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Frank, that was a pretty tough lie out of the rough there.
Yeah, it made that actually a little easier than what it really is. It would have been too easy to try and bite off more than you can chew. So I got to give him a pat on the back for that.
Back in the fairway. looking to splash this softly onto the green. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Frank, that is nothing more than a punch to the gut.
Oh, it's cruel, Rich. Good putt and it deserves so much more. Another shot added, though.
I mean, takes the wind right out of your sails.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. These putts keep the round together. Couple shots over par. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just a couple of feet. Two under par for the round. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Okay, no problem with that one. Now to hole number 9, 600-yard par 5. It is the first par 5 of the round.
Yeah, easy decision if you hit a good tee shot here with a gentle draw up and over that hill, Rich. Then you just two. The problems really come, though, if you hit a poor tee shot. Now you have to worry about the layup. Can you carry the lake? Or if you lay up short of the lake, you have a long third shot. Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here.
Off the flight path again.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough.
Yeah, that was a little over-ambitious. Whoop, taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards that.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole. This ball never even looked like it was going down the field, like heading way right.
He'll need to be strong with this. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always. What's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost, because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize to just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it was a poor decision. But well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is classy.
Yeah, a chance of going in.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, earlier in the day, we were commenting on what a great round he was putting together. It has all gone horribly wrong. What do you think's going on in his head right now?
Well, he's just really fallen apart. I think he just got a little ahead of himself and needs to concentrate on the shot ahead. I mean, he can't take back what's happened, but you know, if he's thinking about the end of the round before he gets there, 1 or 2 bad shots can really, really set him in the wrong direction, even more so right now.
And getting ready for the putt. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Just 5 feet left. And with that, he'll go to 3 under. All right, hanging in. That's a par and 4 over. So just a formality here. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way. game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Headed for the bunker? In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Taking dead aim now at the 10th. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And it is not looking like a good lie. Here's the second shot from 180. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Second shot. Good look at.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Frank, he has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know the FedEx Cup, Rich. I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Looks like he just misread that. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options, and you don't have to hit the ball first.
It's Spieth now for par. Three under on the day. Been pretty good all day. It's just trying to take care of business. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Tough hole has this now for double bogey. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Moving on now to the 11th and another par 3. Frank, this one just under 200 yards.
Does play a little bit uphill, and really it's like a V-shaped green. Those two front bunkers really pitch the front of that green in. Hole actually gets a little easier the further the flag goes up the green. It's a little wider, and the chances of having an uphill putt increase.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close.
This is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Frank, it's a hard game to play from the high grass.
And that's where he's been more often than not today.
This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
So close.
And yet it still counts for another shot.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Well done, and 3 under for the day. This one just requires a little bit. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Under on the day. Been a rocky round. On to the 12th hole here at East Lake. It is relatively short, just 391 yards, but there is a bit of trouble.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Good contact, good result.
Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, where the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and we all make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
Little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Shaky? Maybe put both hands on it.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. they have the number. Now they have the green light, trying to get at this hole location. Good swing, good shot yet again. Looks like about 80 yards left. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
A birdie putt for Pops Masterson. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Just a couple of feet. Starting to really play well, -5. Putt for par. He needs one. All right, hanging in. That's a par and 4 over. Now at the par 4 13th. This is a good one. Strong challenge here at East Lake. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
That was a little over-ambitious.
Shot now from.
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. So at this short par 4 13th, they'd love to walk away with a birdie here. Let's see what they do on this approach shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Good-looking shot right here. Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the... So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy. Frank, how about that?
Oh, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
Settles in over the putt. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. Records continue to fall. Well, not going to make par here. He needs this to only give up 1. And you almost lose count at this point. To say. For par. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. Back here at the par 4 14th, we're ready to tee off.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. Seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure.
Second shot from 2.
Well, from in trouble, Rich, at least he's back in play.
On the fairway from the rough. See if they can deliver another solid strike here. Second shot at the 14th. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Use this birdie here at the 14th. Second shot. Good look at the green. This is 130 yards out. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Normally you'd be happy to take two from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. A rocky round. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. Just to finish the hole. Did the job right there. We mentioned just 2 par 5s here at East Lake, and here is that second par 5. It's the 15th and only 525 yards.
Yeah, this is a doozy, really, especially where it comes in the round. It forces you to attack the hole. There's plenty of trouble off the tee, bunkers right and that solitary one on the left. But the second shot, if you can just keep it slightly left of the flag, you'll notice the natural contours will send that ball to the right.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Headed for the bunker? Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second from an excellent lie.
See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. So in the first cut here, it could be worse. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here.
He'll need to be strong with this. Frank, this one is right and is wrong. Playing a par 5, Frank, what happened on that third shot?
Yeah, it's a poor decision. But, well, hopefully he can eradicate that from the memory banks and really knuckle down on this. Do not want to drop a shot or make 6 here.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So this is the third shot to the par 5. Getting set now over the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. He has this for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Score that, a birdie. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Moving on to number 16 now, 481-yard par 4. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Frank, what's the play here on the 16th?
Downhill second shot, perhaps take one club less, and also just let the ball release on this green.
Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down.
Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Let's see what the dominant number one player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll. And an awkward little bunker shot, just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Not too much and not too little. Perfectly played into the center of the cup. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Been a rocky round. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Just 2 holes left here. Another par 4 set at 455 yards. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there was like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo Ballesteros, 6 majors to 5 was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to salivate over.
Well, you can feel the tension right now. Always a pivotal shot in the round, the second to 17.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
"160 yards. Frank, just a beautiful day out there today, but there are some challenges.
Those tricky winds up there, you've really got to focus on exactly how strong it is in what direction, because it's very easy to make the mistake of hitting the wrong club out here. You make a mistake with the wrong club choice, even a good swing is not going to get rewarded.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Needs this for par. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Clean this up with a tap. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Now to the final hole here at Eastlake Golf Club. And Frank, there aren't too many golf courses that finish with a par 3.
And that's why it's always under a debate whether you should finish on a par 3, especially one of this length. Twos are very, very hard to find on this green. And the reason why there's so many slopes and hollows here, the 2 bunkers, remember the great up and down from Jim Furyk from the right bunker? That's more than possible. But this is it. This is what it comes down to. Somehow make a 3. Normally you'd say that's a bad tee shot, but this is a pattern, Rich.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Might be. Could be.
Oh, what a bonus.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's a par, stays at +2. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. So as we finish up here today, Frank, he has not had the best round, but I suppose that's golf, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not Robinson Crusoe. This golf course can drive many a man crazy. But the beauty of this game, you get up, dust yourself off.
Next time for us is